I've got myself a little project motorbike to work on. It's a 42-year-old Suzuki 200 two-stroke twin. The story was that it's been lying for a couple of years because it developed really bad piston slap. So the owner got a good second-hand set of barrels and pistons for it and has put them on it, but has got no further with it. I'm going to see what I need to do to get it going. Hopefully it won't be too much, because it does look like it's been used not that long ago. The story might be correct. You never know what to believe when you buy old motorbikes. You get these stories that, oh, it just needs a new battery, or the cars just need set up. So I'm always a bit wary. But let's have a look at it. The bike itself, carburetors all look complete. The cylinder head was just sitting on the top of this. And you probably can't see because of the lack of light, but they're still honing on these new second-hand barrels. Pistons look good. There's no ridge at the top. There's absolutely nowhere at all that I can see. And as I say, the honing is still on the barrels, so it looks like they're a good set of barrels. The bike's complete. Brakes, wheels, tyres are good. Chain's a bit dry. The rack's a bit rusty, but it's not too bad. There's still oil in it. The cylinder head looks very clean. As I say, it was just sitting on top of it, presumably to keep the dust out of it, which is always a good sign. Petrol tank is really quite clean looking, actually. There's a tiny little bit of petrol at the bottom there, but I don't see any water or any rust, so it's possibly ethanol free stuff. As is often the case when you buy an old project motorbike, this has come with a whole load of spare parts. Absolutely stacks of stuff. Boxes and boxes and old cylinder barrels. And that might be the one that was badly damaged. It looks like that's the cylinder head and exhaust bolts, which is good. Another set of barrels and pistons. There's another set in that box there as well. There's new engine parts. It looks like I've got the complete exhaust system, two sets of silencers, but I've got the nice stainless steel downpipes. There really is absolutely loads of stuff here. Bearings, this is bits of crankshafts, spokes, carburetors, two books, including the proper Suzuki one. So it looks like I've got, hopefully, all the bits I need. I put the battery on charge, but I think it's totally destroyed because this smart charger doesn't even, it's saying it's full, but it's certainly not full. It's not recognising it properly. I'll try this traditional type of battery charger on it, but I think we're too far gone. Let's see. It's not putting anything into it. Right, let's get this cylinder head on. It looks like a good gasket there as well. It's all nice and clean. Yeah, that's better. Now, what have we got in here? Exhaust bolts. I think. Right, washers. 8 spring washers. 8 non-dome nuts. I've dropped it. Magnet. Got it. There's not a lot of room to get your fingers in there. Let's hand tighten. used the genuine Suzuki manual to check the torque settings and the tightening sequence. Yeah, well, still. I do indeed have two sets of silencers and one set of good stainless steel downpipes, which I presume somebody has made up because it looks slightly different to the standard ones, according to the book anyway. But there's something been going on with this set that look like they've been on the bike. They've been split in the middle there, and there's spot welds there. Now, I looked down inside the ends, shone a torch in, and it's almost impossible to work the camera at the same time. But it looks like somebody's been messing about with a bit of two-stroke tuning here. There's actually a cone in there that's about twice the angle of this taper on this cone, and it's been confirmed. I found a cardboard template in amongst the box of stuffs, and it looks like that has been put in there. So somebody's been having a little go at some two-stroke tuning, and that possibly explains the different angle on the downpipes. So hopefully it's somebody that knows what they've been doing, because two-stroke tuning is just a whole world of nightmares, and it's a world populated by self-proclaimed experts as well. I actually had quite a bit of trouble getting that first exhaust on, the right hand side one, so I'm only going to show the video for the second one now that I know what I'm doing. It was a little bit more awkward than I thought. There we go. Got it. Look at the states of my hands. It was a lot worse doing the other side. There's some colourful language as well. Almost every old Japanese motorbike I've had has had problems with the exhaust flange studs or bolts, because people, if their exhaust is leaking, instead of taking it off and sealing the gasket properly, and they just tighten it up. At least this is M8 studs. Some of the older ones I've had have been some of the 4-cylinder Kawasaki's things. It's 6mm, and people tighten them up until it just draws it out of either the cylinder head or the barrels, depending if it's 4 or 2-stroke. They don't need to be tight, these. Just a little more than finger tight actually. If it's leaking, then there's something wrong with your gasket. Right, battery and some petrol. I have indeed managed to borrow a battery from one of my other bikes. Unfortunately it was bigger than the space for it, but there's an electric start version of this Suzuki, and it must use a bigger battery because there was a metal spacer that I was able to remove to give me more room. So I've been able to fit this bigger battery in. So at least I can try the thing out before ordering a new battery for it. I wouldn't like to have spent the money on a new battery and then discovered the thing wasn't going to work for some other reason. I've got high hopes for this though. I think it looks like the story that I was given might be correct after all. So I just need to find some petrol. Yeah, that's okay. There's even a strap here. If I can get it in. There we go. There's a relay as well. I wonder what that's for. Somebody's been doing something different. I can't think what that would be for. Electrics on old motorbikes. Again, like the two-stroke tuning, it's an area populated by people who think they're experts. I've got my ethanol free petrol from one of the localish petrol stations. Ethanol free pump gas. It's still ethanol free. If you look at one of my other videos, you'll see me testing it. And I was just out of curiosity because it's supposed to be E10, but there was no ethanol in it. I bought some more and there was no ethanol in it either. Right, I've got battery, petrol, it's all stuck back together, the exhaust are on, I've even got the horn on it. And, unbelievably, it's even got 2 genuine Suzuki keys. That's almost unheard of for an old motorbike. That was good. Well, that started pretty quickly. I thought there might be problems with it. But I've opened the front and rear doors of the garage because there's a lot of 2-stroke blue smoke. So I'll let that clear. And I'll start it up again, get it warmed up properly, and I'll check it over more thoroughly, make sure it's idling properly. And I'll see about getting it on the road. Get some use out of it, sort out any niggles. Right, what I'm going to do is give this a thorough checking over. The back brake is sticking on, so it's possibly seized up, but the rest of it looks okay. Carburetors seem to be working fine. It sounds pretty healthy. The cylinder barrels and the pistons are second hand, so it won't need run in. I'll take it easy for the first few miles. I'll sort out some insurance for this. I'm going to get it on the road for the summer. In the UK, because this is over 40 years old, I don't need to take it for its annual inspection, Ministry of Transport test. It won't need that, but I'll do my own mock test on it, just to make sure everything's working properly. I will get insurance for it because I'm pretty busy roads round about here. I don't want to take it out on the road without insurance cover. And again, in the UK, because it's over 40 years old, you still have to buy vehicle tax, road tax as it's sometimes called, but it costs you nothing if it's over 40 years old. I wonder what the electric vehicle people think of that. A 2-stroke oozing blue smoke everywhere and I don't pay any tax on it. Anyway, let's fire it up again. If you like that, please like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you want to see the second part. I'm definitely going to put this on the road, so I'll make some videos out and about, and if any problems I encounter with it. The first journeys will be fairly local, obviously, until I make sure the thing's working properly. But hopefully I can put a few miles on this. I'll see just how well it goes. I get the feeling some work's been done to it. So we'll see just how good it is. So thank you for watching, and as I say, please like and subscribe. And I've noticed when you say the word subscribe, the button where you push to subscribe, it has like a coloured rainbow thing appears round about it. So I'll say it a few times. Subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, subscribe. I'm assuming it's going
It's colours round about it. I'll say it once more. Subscribe.